What do you think about SF?
Street Fighter? Yeah. I like the King of Fighters better than Street Fighter. I don't like the Street Fighter system. Like I told a couple of people. So, well, let me explain. I'm gonna go to training mode in here.
I'm chilling on Tekken or Ren.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Select member. Put all your skills to the test and show us a
Pig.
Select stage.
So, let's see. So the Street Fighter system, I don't like it, and I'll explain why. Using the KOF system, right? And get this thing to load up. Let's see here. It's my gauge. What's it for?
Takes 3 business days to load up. Lol.
Yeah, it does. Greatness takes time. But so in Street Fighter 6, in Street Fighter 6, they pretty much give you all of your power up front. So you start with max. You have 2 different gauges. You got your super gauge and then you got your drive gauge, right? So they just give you everything up front. You can do yeah, that's the way it is. But you know, up front you can do all your EX moves, you know. So whatever you want to do, if it's EX, you can do it. So they want the players to feel powerful up front. That's what it is. So if you're new to Street Fighter and you want to do powerful stuff, you can do it out the gate. But like the way they try to balance that is that they made your drive gauge kind of like a block gauge, where you know your drive gauge gets drained for you using it, and then it gets drained for you blocking. And I hate games where they take away your resources and the opponent can take away your resources. So in this game, in most other fighting games, right, you have to build up your meter by any means necessary. Punching, you know, block strings, combos. So, right, I'm building up my gauge. Alright, so once I build up my gauge, once I have my resources, I don't want nothing taking it away, because I need it. And in this game they have defensive mechanics, things like that too, but the opponent don't really have any type of control over taking it away. And I would rather have like a stun gauge or a guard break gauge than some opponent just taking away my resources.
Technique was getting to stale to me because every round the character rage drive at.
The technique was getting too stale because every round the character rage drive. Well, that's the thing. Like, you know, it was it was stale, but at the same time, it was simple to use. You know, it's not as complex as the heat system.
I mean heat every round.
Okay, I got you. Well, in my opinion, I think it's a good shake-up to Tekken, to be honest. Because Tekken needed something. I think Tekken, to us that's been playing for a long time, it's still fun. Tekken is always going to be Tekken. So as long as you're playing Tekken, it's going to be fun. But outside casuals and people who don't really understand the game, they need that crazy stuff to keep them interested. So it'll be stale to us because we can figure out what the game is, what the system is like that. You know? It don't take us long to figure it out. But the casuals, they'll love it. And we keep forgetting that, you know, their aim is always to bring in new players, new casual players, or new lifelong players, however you want to say it. But you know, back to this. Once I have my resources, I don't want nobody taking it away, because I need it for, you know, my supers or whatever. But in Tekken 6, the opponent can take away your drive rage, and then not only take it away, put you in the what's it called, the stun state, burnout. So any use of your drive gauge gets you closer to a state where you can actually die or get killed. I don't like that. I don't like using my resources kills me in Street Fighter 6. And I understand there's a game with it, but I don't like that. You know? Yeah. The burnout and drive gauge system, it's like what you can do with the drive gauge is great. I love all the stuff you can do with it. But the thing is, doing all that stuff puts you in burnout. So you can't really do it as much as you like. Now, here's the thing, what I see a lot of players not even caring about burnout. They'll do what they got to do, and then when burnout comes, they just deal with it. And I've seen burnout kill more players than anything.
I noticed that top players enter burnout all the time.
They do. And I think the reason why is, like I said before, what they want to use the resources to kill you. And two, they think that their skill can get them through the burnout. And I've seen that too. Like, they'll go into burnout and survive, get all their drive gauge back and keep fighting. But I've definitely seen them get killed in that burnout state a lot. At the highest level, that burnout is killing people. And I just don't like that mechanic. Yeah. Once I get my meter or whatever to use it, I don't want my opponent taken away. It's like if they had in this game where, you know, you use all your meter, you get guard broken or something, or stunned. Who wants that? Do people really think that's a good mechanic? I don't think so. Street Fighter 6 looks really good. I'm pretty sure it plays really good, but they're gonna have to. There's two things that are gonna have to happen for me to play. Either they gotta change their drive system, which I don't think they're gonna do, or they add a character that I just like.
I tried SF6 for a week, but me and 2D fighters never really got along.
Well, you got to find something that clicks for you. I remember you were playing Dragon Ball Fighters, and it seemed like you were having pretty much fun with that. Are you going to play Mortal Kombat? I know you like Mortal Kombat too, right?
It was cool, but it didn't keep me for long.
Yeah, well, you just gotta play what you love, man. Like me. So Street Fighter 6 is
really thinking about Mortal Kombat, LOL.
I got you. So Street Fighter 6 is the biggest game out right now, or it's the biggest 2D fighter out right now. And you know, people have asked me if I wanted to play it or not, but I just like this game way better than Street Fighter. I can't force myself to play something that I don't like or not interested in. And this game may be old, considered old. I know it's over a year old right now, but it just plays so much better than me. So I'm gonna keep playing. Well, this and Armored Core. Armored Core is so fun. Aside from this game,
SF6 high level played interesting to me.
it is interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it's fun to watch. I love watching it. You know, watch, you know, Shinblade play. I had to watch Bishop play. Punk, Big Bird. All those players are really, really good at this game, and it's really fun to watch. But I'm kind of curious how the game's going to evolve. There's a lot going on, like with the perfect parry. You know, if you can do perfect parry or not, it's going to determine, you know, a lot in the future. So I keep up, don't get me wrong, even though I don't play certain fighting games, I still keep up with all of them in some kind of way, some type of form, even if it's on a small level, because I just like fighting games in general. So I'll keep up with everything. So the perfect parry, you can punish things that you can't punish with the regular parry. So if you do the regular parry, it's almost like you're blocking. It's just you're blocking. But if you do the perfect parry, it gives you an advantage to where you can punish people for doing certain things that you wouldn't be able to do with the regular parry. Like, they just recently had a tournament where I think this Japanese player was going against Big Bird, and Big Bird was tearing him up. He beat him and put him in losers. Then a Japanese player came back around to the finals, and he started perfect parrying Big Bird and won the tournament. And they said in that tournament he had to perfect parry Big Bird like 31 times or something like that. So he was shutting down a lot of options that Big Bird could do because of the perfect parry. So if a player can figure that out, that's gonna be the meta of Street Fighter 6. The perfect parry. That's gonna determine really how good you are. I mean, your play is gonna determine how good you are, but the perfect parry really is gonna determine who's gonna have the advantage.
At least it's extremely hard to do.
Yeah, I heard. But practice makes perfect. I bet you right now there's some players practicing and timing to get their perfect parry down. And I think that when they do, it's gonna become a cheap game. A really cheap game.